Hi guys, we are doing a gummy bear tutorial number 2. I have a vague plan and a lot of colors in front of me. So like I've got the Pastel Goth, I've got the full spectrum palette, I've got the electric palette, and some other random single shadows, so we'll see what happens. I kind of have a shape I want, but we're just gonna put the things on my face and hope it looks like gummy bears. I was thinking bright colors remind me of gummy bears, so let's get into it. Of course, like normal, I have to do my whole face first, and I didn't bring a mirror into my pile of things in front of me. So I'm gonna put the Lorac eye primer under my eyes. Do you guys keep a bunch of primers at a time, or just like one that you like? So I feel like, at least on YouTube, a lot of people have a bunch of stuff open at the same time. They're like, oh, I like this for this and this for this, and I'm like, I have one, and like a glitter primer. Yeah, right now I have one face primer. I have the NYX First Base Primer Spray, which, it's fun so far. It's interesting. I like spraying my face. I know a bunch of other companies make spray primers like the Urban Decay, but I don't have those. I have that one, and I'm probably going to continue to use that unless it like does something horrible to my makeup until it's done. I am going to put on the RCMA No Color Powder. So I like to double powder. So I'm not sure that's what it's called, but it's a thing that I saw and I tried and I like. So put the powder both under and over the foundation. It does seem to help a lot with oil control. I feel like it's super oily, especially because it's the summer here. Hence the aggressively moving fan. And the open window behind you, so if you can hear my dad doing construction on the carport while on the phone, I'm sorry, but it's hot and I want the window open. Okay, now we get to do foundation, which is the other thing that I do. I go through the same foundation over and over again. Well, I use it over and over again until it's gone all the way. So, Fiona Stiles and that Finish Foundation Concentrate. And some kind of Real Techniques. What are you? Stippling brush. So I know I make these things like tutorials people are actually going to put on their face. Do you guys actually do like the super colorful ones? Or do you just like look for the ones with that are single looks from palettes you guys already own? I know I used to do that a lot. I'd be like, I just bought this palette. What do I do with it? And I'd look up a bunch of tutorials on YouTube of what people are doing with it, which is a lot harder than you'd think to find like single palette tutorials. A lot of people are like, oh, well, this is my favorite blending shade, and they pull in 3 other palettes, and you're like, well, I don't have that color in the palette. I just want to use the colors that are in the palette I bought. She says as she prepares to do a 4+ palette look. I'm sure you could do this with single shadows or with other palettes. Like if you have like a really bright neon palette, or if you have like the Melt Radioactive stack, you could probably do what I'm about to do with just that. But I am now extra. I am that thing I just complained about. People doing a complicated tutorial with more than one palette. Yeah, but like, I don't know if anybody actually does the bright looks anymore, or if people just like enjoy watching them and then they don't ever wear them. I like to wear them. My dad talks so loud that I can hear him all the way across the yard, outside, on the phone to somebody else, and I know exactly what he's talking about. You probably can too. We'll find out when you guys watch this. And then I'm just going to continue trying to kill this NYX HD powder and put some fluffy bits under my eyes. Which, if you have a problem with fallout, you can do this, or you can try and do your foundation last. But I found having at least some kind of translucent powder down means it's more likely to swipe away nicely and not just like smear and get stuck in your foundation. I still do my foundation first because I don't take my own advice. Alright, going back to the eye primer, putting that on the lid, we're going to get into the fun parts. Fun parts. Actually doing the eyeshadow. I do really probably need to get like the Melt Radioactive stack. I want it. It's pretty, and I think I will love it. I have a single shadow from them that I really like. But I then lent out because other people needed to understand how awesome having a burgundy reddish shadow was. Okay. Primer on. You can probably hear that. I'm gonna go in with just like a yellow toned creamy base. This is Kiss the Day by NYX. I just want something down on my kind of like crease to brow bone area so that the blending goes more in my favor. Because I like all the colors I'm about to put on my face, but I have never tried them without something taking some of the stickiness off of the top part of the base. You know, your crease section where you want it to feather out nicely and softly. I have never risked it yet. Okay, starting to get into the actual stuff soon. I'm going to take this NYX Fluffy Blending Brush and I'm going to run Clementine out of the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. I'm going to just kind of run that lightly in my crease. Hopefully lightly. I tend to get a little carried away with crease colors. Oh yeah. Okay. So not super lightly, but a little lightly. It'll be fine. It'll be like all my other makeup. It's taking a turn. Do it on the other side. The same level of hopefully intense. That looks pretty even-ish. Okay, and then we are going to go in with this flat, smudgy type brush. Yeah, I've rubbed off what it is. And I want to take Star from that same palette and put that just kind of on my inner corner. Because that is the first actual color. I want to do like a fade between like a yellow to like an orange to a pink, and then green on the lower lash line. Which means I have to be kind of careful about color placement, because these are all colors that work really well if you don't muddy them up with something else. Let's do it on the other side. Oh. Something in my eye. I don't know if this is saying gummy bears to you guys yet, but I'm having fun. I do sometimes get a little carried away with this yellow because it's one of those colors I didn't think I was going to get a lot of use out of, and then I really like it just in like the inner corners, inner third type area. Okay, next palette. I want to use this orange and this pink, so that's Savage and Slow Burn, because I like them and they're pretty. So let's start with Slow Burn, the orange one. I'm going to take it on this Ulta brush. It came in a palette that I don't have anymore, but I like the brush. And just start putting that in the middle. I really love this color. A lot of the times I just wear just like a single aggressive pop of color all around my eyes. Yeah, I like that. Let's do it on the other eye. Hopefully in the same place. Nobody knows. That is something I find problematic with trying to do these like pretty color gradients. It's getting all of the gradients in the right parts of both of your lids. I also want to get it high enough that it's still kind of visible. I'm just gonna put it over the top. Take some of that. I just need to have all my palettes open. That's what I'm realizing. And then I'm going to take some more of Star. Try and start that gradient. Run my blending brush over it. Hopefully they will meld together nicely. But nobody knows. That looks pretty nice. I could use a little bit more Slow Burn on this eye. A little up top. I fall into the same problem I have with doing wing liner where I'm like, well, they should be even. When really you should just let it go. Just leave it. Does need a little bit more near the lash line though. Okay, I think I like them. They're ending up very sunset. And then we're going to flip over and use the other side of the brush to pick up Savage, which is super pink. And just get that on the outer section. I'm gonna kind of try and like shape it out, maybe. I don't know if it's gonna work nicely. I'm not sure you guys can really see the pinkness of it, or if it's just ending up like more of Slow Burn. Cause like it's very pink, but I'm not sure it's showing up aggressively pink. I'm starting to wonder if my plan's gonna work. I'm not sure this is gonna wing out nicely. It's just gonna look weird. Maybe. Maybe I need a sharper brush. That's probably it. Okay, that one went nicely. Ah! Dropped my brush. Scoot back in. Okay. I kind of want, we're gonna do the thing. So I have this kind of angly brush. I'm gonna use that to pick up Savage and see if I can make the wing a little sharper. This is one of those times people with like tape would use it to shape it, but I don't like using tape on my eyes, so. And let's just fuzzy the edges. Yeah, it's fine. It's getting there. I feel like I'm mainly wanting more definition than I'm going to get out of a powder. It's looking nice though. I'm going to pack a little more with that brush and try to keep it within the section I just filled in. Kind of. Yeah, and if you don't like the shape, don't do the shape, just keep it with whatever you want. Okay, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush. Just kind of smooth over everything with Clementine. I feel like it would look really nice with like a sharp black winged liner, but I am not that fancy, so we're not going to do that. So, top is pretty much done. Bottom is about to get weird. I want to use Hatter, this like super bright green. Well, not super bright, decently bright green. And I want to run that on my lower lash line and then kind of like wing it out, but also leave space between that and the pink angle, which is why I made it higher than I normally do my winged liner, although it doesn't look bad. So, I'm going to pick it up with this little angled liner brush from NYX and hope for the best. Just kind of like run it at my lash line. I like that. Okay, yeah, that looks awesome. At least in person. I'm not sure you guys can see my little delicate wing. I'm just gonna build it up. I think it looks cool. I think it looks awesome. Let's see if I can duplicate it on the other eye, which is no guarantee. Actually, this is one of my favorite brushes for putting pops of color on the lower waterline, lower lash line, that one. So it pretty much just like places and pushes it into the primer in a nice little small section. And I've put it off long enough, we have to try the wing now. Okay, that's not horrible. I need to add some more definition to it, but it's not horrible. I'm gonna be sad if it's too subtle for you guys to see on camera, because it looks cool. It looks better than I was expecting it to turn out. Okay, yeah. Like, we're losing some daylight, so the green is not as vibrant as it could be in this lighting. I just kind of want to keep putting it there, but I will calm myself in a second. Okay, does this yell gummy bears to you guys? Hopefully. I don't know why I closed that. Like, I'm not gonna need the little mirror in it in a second. Okay, so eyes are basically done. I'm considering if I want to put a little shimmer in the inner corner, but I really don't think I do. I think I like it how it is. So, let's do some other stuff. I'm going to set the rest of my face with that RCMA No Color powder as I drop brushes. More brushes on the floor. It's fine. It's about to get very dusty though. Yeah, this RCMA No Color powder is very, very powdery. It's very finely milled, so it goes everywhere while you're applying it. Which is good, because it means it gets in all the little nooks and crannies that you want it to. It also means it gets everywhere. I'm also realizing I did not bring any kind of lip product over here, so... Oh, yes I did. I have this Balm of Your Hand palette for blush, and it's got 2 cream products. Ha! That are for lips and cheeks. I didn't mess myself up that much. I don't know why I put that away either, because I'm about to use that for my blush. Like we did in the other tutorial, I'm going to use the Argyle blush. It's this very nice, decently bright pink that I feel like goes well with these kinds of aggressive looks. So I'm just going to pat that on and blend it out. Trying to stay out of my hair if I can. I have no idea if this blush works any better on other skin tones, but for my ghostly complexion it's really nice. You'd be able to see if I filmed this earlier in the day when I had some light. Instead I slept. I think it looks nice though. I have lost my mascara. Off my shirt. Brows. Alright, I'm gonna do my normal brows, Anastasia Dipbrow in blonde. Hopefully they'll be quick. You never know anymore though. It'd be really cool with like a weird colored brow though. Again, I didn't think that far ahead. I just planned my eyeshadow and hoped for the best. If you have any like potted gel liners, you can use them the same way you would use like a Dipbrow pomade type brow product and you can make colored brows. Just saying. They don't always look as natural as using a brown or whatever, but they can be pretty fun. Which is probably if I had been thinking what I would have done, because I have a green that like matches that green, and I could have made green brows to match my lower waterline. If I was smart and coordinated and had more of a plan when doing my makeup. That'll do. A little bit more on the tail. I don't know if doing color brows would make this look more or less normal, but you know, we've already done this to our face, so do some fun stuff. Then I have a highlight. Would probably be a good idea. I'm going to use Colourpop Stole the Show highlight, and I like to just put it on with my fingers. Beauty blender when I'm already using that for foundation, but I won't get it out just for this. And make sure if you're putting on something with your fingers, something you're not going to end up smearing the two wings out. Not smearing them as you put on your highlight. I don't know why some of my hair is not back properly. It's really annoying me. So I just like to put it on with one finger and then blend it out with another one so that it gets color and shine, but it's not like chunky. Probably still sometimes chunky though, because I get excited. Oh, I went to rub that off on my pants, and this shows up on gray. Yeah, it's just a really nice sheen. Okay, getting to the end. We're almost there. Eyelashes. Which again, this is something if you like false lashes, it would probably look really nice, accentuating that angle we put in the shadow, but I prefer, and well, I'm not very good at false lashes, and I feel like if I get good at them, I will never want to do regular mascara, and I'm not prepared for that yet. But I prefer like just crisp, natural lashes through this type of a look. So I'm using the Benefit They're Real Tinted Primer. And do the other side. Wow, I've only been filming for like 29 minutes. That's pretty short for my makeup being this complicated. Huh. Would have thought I was up to like 40 something by now. I'm gonna have to use Savage more often though, because that's a really pretty pink. And I like it. To be fair, I like all of the electric palette, and I'm still really sad that they discontinued it, because now I can't dig into it the way I would love to, because I can't buy another one when I run out of any colors. Although if you have any dupes, like color dupes or single shadows that are the same, let me know. Because I'm most likely going to try and find some kind of combination of similar colors and formula to make a duplicate, and then I'll be comfortable really going hard on that palette. That's like a really good formula from Urban Decay, and I'm sad that they're replacing it. Because it's so nice, and I would love to have like 3 of them in case I go through colors. But I can't, because they discontinued it, and I'm still upset about it. Okay. Yeah, so they just do like a little nice, they don't take attention away from the eyeshadow or hide it or anything. Okay. Let's go in with caramel. See how that works. Pen fell out. I feel like I already knew that, and I forgot, and that's why I don't really use these. Because they're really nice cream products. I do make good blushes too. Did I go outside my lip line? Not really. I will also just rub that on my hand. Alright, so that is the finished look. Gummy bear inspired bright colors. Does it feel like gummy bears? It feels like gummy bears. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.